Hi, good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to another inspiring episode of Enterprise Moments with Chinemerem. It's another Sunday, and it's your weekly guide to building and growing a successful business from the ground up. I'm your host again, Chinemerem Ogwebe, and I'm excited to be here with you. Today's episode promises to be very interesting, engaging, and very impactful. In this episode, we are diving into something wonderful, something that many business owners overlook, but that could be the game changer that they need. Today, we are talking about something that will be very personal, something that will look into not just in your business, but something that will look at your personal life. Look at within, aside your business. Look at how you can, from within, do something that will help you to become a better person, become a better business owner, and become a better business entrepreneur. Without wasting our moments, I want to introduce today's topic, which is grow your business, the power of personal development. Grow your business, the power of personal development. Let's take this simple analogy. Mr. Chike and Ifeanyi, two brothers that grew up as orphans. Mr. Chike, being the eldest, decided to forsake school and sell the only land that the parents gave them to ensure that Ifeanyi goes to school and become a very successful man. He actually sold the only land that they had, then sponsored Chike's movement overseas to go and study abroad. Few years after graduation, Chike became very successful abroad and decided as a payback to sponsor everything. Ifeanyi went abroad and decided to actually sponsor everything for Chike, who sacrificed everything in the village and continued to stay in the village for him to be a better person. He decided to pay the school fees of his children, sought every bill for him. At some point, Mr. Ifeanyi decided that I need to buy Chike a very good car. And he bought Chike a Jeep, a wonderful Jeep, brand new Jeep, sent it down to the village. And Mr. Chike was very happy seeing this Jeep. He took this Jeep and he was in the house for some days. And at some point, he felt like, I need to drive this Jeep. I need to start showing up this Jeep in the village. And the only experience he had in driving is the experience of driving a keke that he bought at some point to make ends meet. But he felt like the knowledge of the keke that he had was just enough to start driving. And he took that car, went to the village, and getting to the village square, he rammed into some people in the market, killed some people, and damaged the car. This is exactly what happens most times in our businesses. There's no fault. The car doesn't have any fault. It's a brand new car. Everything is working intact. But the problem lies in Mr. Chike, who does not know how to drive a car, who did not see the reason to go and learn how to drive a car before getting into that Jeep to drive the Jeep. He felt like that knowledge he had driving the keke he used to know is the same knowledge and the skills that he needs to drive that Jeep. He ended up crashing the Jeep. This is actually what happens with us. This is actually what happens with our daily lives and our business life. We feel we know a lot of things in business, things we can do in business, and how we can make our business grow, without looking into ourselves and looking how we could grow personally, so we could be able to grow and build the business of our dreams. What then is personal growth? Personal growth is the ongoing journey of becoming a better version of yourself. It's about improving your mindset, learning new skills, developing emotional intelligence, sharpening your discipline, and expanding your knowledge. It's about gaining the emotional strength to face life and business challenges. So it's all about developing your skills, developing your mindset, developing everything around you, having the right mindset to move the business of your dreams. It's not just about reading books. It's that inner work that you need to do that will make you stronger. It's that inner work you need to do, identifying those skills, the new strengths you need to build to become a better person. Take, for instance, again, Amaka, who is a fashion designer, and is very good, went to the best of trainings, can sew any kind of ladies' attire and wears, but kept having problem with her customers. Despite her talent, she kept losing customers. At some point, she felt like, no, there is something I'm not doing very well. I need to start doing things very well. He opted to go for a customer service training school. And after that, she understood the gaps, understood what she was not doing very fine, and decided to change. After learning those skills, she came back to become a better person, started learning new skills, started seeing proper ways to engage customers. Let me ask you, when was the last time you invested in yourself? Not your business, but in you. When was the last time you paid to learn a personal skill? When was the last time you paid for a session with a coach or a mentor to go through your visions and purpose, to know whether it aligns? When was the last time you paid to have that skill that will help you to become a better person? These are the kind of things that we need to do. These are the sacrifices that we need to do in our journey to personal growth. Why then is personal growth important to you as a business owner, as an individual, as someone that works in an organization? It helps you to make better decisions. The more you grow, the more clearly you think. The more you grow, the more you begin to see things from the perspective you need to see them. It helps you build stronger leadership. Your business doesn't just need a CEO or a manager. Your business needs a leader who can motivate staff, who can share visions, who can move and make people to believe and do the work effectively. A leader who could inspire people. Personal growth inspires resilience. It increases your resilience. Business is not always smooth, we know. But personal growth helps you to be grounded even in tough times. It helps you have a clear vision of where you are going and what you want to be. It gives you a clear vision of who you are and where you want to be. It makes you to become productive, more productive. You don't waste a lot of time. You have more time to do the things that you want to do. So it's very, very important that you make out that time, sacrifice, and build your person. Build who you are. Now, what are the 5 steps that will help you in your personal growth journey? First is self-realization. Realizing yourself, who you are from within. Understanding who you are. Identifying your strengths and weakness. Identifying where you are currently and where you want to be. And what you want to be known for. Not what you are born to be, not what your society says you are, but what inside you you are meant to be, you want to be, what you want to be known for. We have a very strong philosophy on self-realization, which I have put in a book, From Certificate to Success. I will share the link so that you can actually get this copy and read about self-realization. If you are still stuck not knowing who you are, where you want to be, that book will help you a lot in your journey of self-realization. 2 is that become intentional about moving in the direction of your purpose. Seek for information. Seek for knowledge. Identify distractions and obstacles and be intentional in avoiding them. Make sure you are moving in the line of your purpose. If you don't understand your line of purpose, every road will seem as if it is moving in the direction of your dreams. If you get into personal growth, it will help you to understand that it is not every opportunity that comes your way is an opportunity for growth for you. And every activity, every path that does not lead in the direction of your purpose, you leave it. You jettison it and focus on those things that truly matter. Then you commit to live your life according to your purpose. Be committed to live your life according to your purpose. Avoid distractions. Be committed. Tell yourself, this is what I want out of life. This is the kind of life I need to be living to achieve it. This is the kind of people I need to be networking with and interacting with to achieve my purpose. The 4th one is to have the discipline to commit to that purpose. Is it enough to say, I want this, I need this kind of life, this is the kind of person I need, but you need the discipline to wake up every morning and stay committed to that purpose. Just like someone that says, I want to leave the habit of smoking, I don't want to smoke again. It's okay to say, I don't want to smoke, but if you are not committed to avoiding places, joints, places or friends that lead you into smoking, you will end up not fulfilling that commitment. The 5th one is recognizing and celebrating your little wins. We are readily available to celebrate our little wins in every sphere of our life except our business journey. Take, for instance, a civil servant that came into civil service on grade level 9 and knows that in the next 5 or 6 years, I'm going to become a director or something. He or she is being promoted at every step. Probably every 1 year, every 6 months. There's a duration, and every point, there is a point to celebrate. Okay, I've moved from grade 1 to grade 2. There's a celebration for that. A regimented officer, a policeman, immigration officer, a customs officer knows that in 7 or 8 years in this profession, I'm going to get to this height. And at every point, there is a celebration, there is a decoration to every rank. But as a business owner, we don't even have the map to where we are going. So we don't have anything to celebrate. Learn to understand your little wins and start celebrating them. Once you celebrate a win, it will give you the moral, the energy, and the courage to get into the next win and celebrate the next win. So learn to always celebrate your little wins. Once you recognize that you've stepped out of a particular habit and have achieved some level of success with your new habit, please celebrate it. Everybody should not understand why you are celebrating, but you know your goals, you know your purpose, you know your vision, you know the why you are celebrating. Always celebrate yourself. Then, I advise, as an entrepreneur, there are key different areas that you should always focus on your personal growth. Not just for entrepreneurs, but everybody that wants to make an impact in your field of interest, in your field of niche. There are 3 areas you must take very, very important in your personal growth journey. 1 is your mindset. Last week, we talked extensively about mindset. So you might also want to get to our last episode and listen to what we talked about mindset. But mindset is everything. Your mindset is not your brain. Your mindset is that within, from within, you tell yourself. Your belief system from within. You see a lot of people telling you, I'm going to be successful. I know you are going to be successful. They even say it, yes, I know I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a billionaire. Once they finish saying that, there is a still voice from within who would say, how do you want to achieve this? Where will you get the money? Is it from this your poor background? So there is something within that talks to us that if we don't take charge of our mind, it will continue to disrupt whatever thing that we are doing or we are hoping for ourselves. So it's very important you take control of your mind, because we live life in two phases. One is in the mind, then the second one is in the physical. And as we always say, that the spiritual controls the physical. Whatever you have in mind, whatever you believe in mind, will be a reflection of your actions physically. Do you believe that you're going to make it from your mind? Your actions physically will start to portray that. So guide your mind with all diligence, because out of it flows the issues of life. I think that's also a biblical quotation from the Bible. Then again, talk about your skill sets. Identify that skill that need in order to live your purpose. Yes, I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to build this kind of business. What is the skill set that you need to ensure that you build this? What is that skill set needed? What do you need to learn? It's not just about saying, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to fly an aeroplane, I want to be a pilot. You must go and learn the skill of flying an aeroplane. I want to be a successful graphic designer. You must go and learn how to put on objects and design skills that people will appreciate. You must learn how to turn images into graphic designs that will be appealing. So learn the right skill sets. And when you come to the skill sets, I've also broken it down into 3 skill sets that you also need to have to be successful as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and as an individual who wants better. First is the sales skill. No matter what you do, no matter where you are, we are all salespeople. You should be able to sell yourself first before you could sell any other thing. Learn how to sell. Learn how to sell yourself. Everything in life is about selling. How you could sell yourself. Learn it. It's a very important skill, the art of selling. Learn how to present yourself. Learn how to introduce yourself. Learn how to sell yourself that people want to listen to whatever thing that you are talking about. Secondly, marketing skills. Marketing is about creating awareness and attracting potential customers. It's different from sales. While marketing gets the customer to the door, sales get the customers to buy. So be a very good marketer. Learn to market what you do. Market yourself. Learn. These are skills we need to learn. Learn it very, very well. Understand the concept of marketing. Promote yourself. Promote what you do. Believe in yourself first. If you don't believe in yourself, you cannot be able to market yourself. What are your strengths? What are your strongholds? What are those unique things about you? Learn how to market them effectively so that people will want to associate with you. People will believe in what you are doing. People will believe and want to be a part of what you are doing. Also, branding. Learn the art of branding. It's simply the art of intentionally creating and promoting an impression of what you want others to have about you. What do you want people to say about you? How do you want people to perceive you? What is that thing that you want people to say about you? Even when you are no longer in the room, you need to build it. These are not things that you just leave. No, you be intentional in building it. You should be intentional in making people to understand who you are, what you stand for. Be intentional in packaging it, branding it in such a way that it will be lucrative. You could sell it to people, that people want to buy it. What makes you unique? How do you want to be perceived by your friends, your audience, the customers, or even your colleagues? How do you want them to see you? What do you want them to always say about you? These are the things that you also talk about. Then the third one is your tool sets. Identify the tools that you need to effectively help and grow and live your purpose. What are the tool sets you need? The tool set can be technology. It can be proficiency in handling a particular equipment. You know how to handle this particular thing very, very well. You are specialized in it. Or you even know how to give a specific knowledge. There is a specific need, a specific knowledge that you are sure that you know that even when they wake you up from your dreams, you could talk about it. You could make impact. People could listen to you at this particular topic and say, wow, I never saw this from this angle. That you actually know what you are doing in this angle. So these are your tool sets. So what are those tool sets that you need? For each and every one of us, no matter what you are doing, no matter your line of discussion, no matter your profession, no matter anything that you are doing, there is one tool set that we all have. No matter your basic education, no matter your level of education, your community, where you came up from, your background, there is one tool set that we all have. At least a larger population of the world. What is that tool set? Your smartphone. Your smartphone is that tool set. I know that most of us in our world today, we live in a world where it's easier to recharge for data than to get a square meal. A lot of young people will rather use their last money to recharge for data and understand what happens in the internet before even thinking about where the next food, their next meal will come from. Learn how to access information from your smartphone. What's your smartphone doing for you? It's a tool that you could use to get to anywhere. The other day I was reading something about Pella being the first African to get the highest engagements on TikTok and YouTube. Imagine that, a very young guy. What does he have? He has a tool. What's that tool? A smartphone. Learn how to leverage information using Facebook. Learn also how to acquire knowledge. There are lots of knowledge out there. There are lots of information you could reach out there. Using YouTube. YouTube has a lot of information. It's a school on its own, where you could actually learn a lot, where you could actually ask questions in the direction of your purpose, and build yourself. You don't need to pay for it. Your data is already paying for it. Engage. Ask questions on YouTube. You will surely see different answers from professionals all over the world. Learn also how to research. We are in a world where we have AI dominating the space. There is nothing you ask ChatGPT today that you won't see have various of professional answers and solutions to. Learn to research. Learn to ask questions. Whatever you are doing, it is the knowledge you have as an individual is what you have to build that. It is the knowledge that you know. What you know is what will help you to build whatever. Still running the loan for SMEs. That's where you can access up to 5 million naira, one single digit, and pay over 3 years. It's a very, very good start for any entrepreneur. Make sure you go to their website, access it, apply for it, it's still ongoing. It will help your business. So this is what we are bringing you on the second segment of the opportunities for entrepreneurs today. And this is Enterprise Moment with Chinemerem. We want to thank you for being part of us today. Share our posts, share our messages. Make sure that you get your friends, your colleagues to be a part of us. It's been an impactful time this week. I hope you get something. I hope you learned something. And I'm looking forward to being here again with you next week on another episode. Thank you and do have an impactful week.